Wayne grew up in a small town in upstate New York. He had a traditional family, stay-at-home mom, and a father who worked for the local air conditioning company. But at age 15, Wayne's life collapsed around him when his mom lost her battle with cancer. His father withdrew, and his sister left for college. By 17, Wayne was completely alone and working as a bartender. One day, while working at the bar, Duke, a regular customer of his, came into the bar. He was telling him about his day, what he did, how he did it, and what it did for him and his family. You see, Duke owned his own commercial glass and installation business that he had created himself. Wayne thought, man, that sounds so much better than what I'm doing right now. And he shared that thought with Duke. On the spot, Duke offered him a job and gave him the opportunity to come work at his company. And that right there was the beginning of my father's path to the American dream. He told me not long ago that it was that very first day, working with his hands on the glass cutting table, that he felt empowered and creative. 20 years into the glazing business, he started his own company, and 20 years after that, he sold it for nearly $5 million. My father's path to success and security is just an example of what getting your hands dirty in the construction industry can do for you, your family, and fulfilling your American dream. And right now, in this country, construction workers are needed more than ever. Take this past hurricane season as an example. Two powerful storms, Helene and Milton, tore across the southeastern United States, back to back in less than 2 weeks. Parts of my hometown, Tampa, experienced a 7-foot storm surge. Floodwaters saturated homes, debris was tossed all around, huge live oak trees destroyed roofs. It was at that point I was reminded of my father, his company, and his employees. You see, it was those skilled workers who came into our city and saved the city from destruction. It was those skilled workers who were the needed hands that came in as the electricians, the plumbers, the journeymen, and the folks that helped put it back together. They were the heroes. If it wasn't for them, our city would remain devastated for months. And as the saying goes, not all heroes wear capes. Well, I can promise you, in Tampa, they were wearing a hard hat, work belt, and boots. Unfortunately, the construction industry is in crisis. Nearly half of the current workforce is expected to retire in the next decade, creating a massive labor shortage. In the United States alone, we will need 1 million or more workers. The problem is, if we can't attract an influx of new talent into the industry, essential projects like roads, homes, bridges, and schools, they're going to remain delayed, causing harm to communities and people's lives and the economy. Today in the United States, the next generation of the American workforce are the millennials and the Gen Z. This is the population born between 1981 and 2012. They are currently in high school or college or already in the workforce. It is critical they see something other than the traditional path of just going from high school onto a 4-year college or university, then into corporate America or some other white-collar job. The problem is, hardly any of them are even considering construction or the building trades, and studies prove it. That's a huge problem for all of us. Just like all previous generations, this generation wants the American dream too. Did you guys know that the construction industry offers a direct and faster pathway to the American dream than almost any other? Financial security and stability. Look, the construction industry, it has everything this generation is looking for, and they don't even know it. High salaries, tons of opportunity, lots of flexibility, the opportunity to work with the latest technology, and they can live anywhere they want. All of this can be done faster and without the burden of student loan debt. US data shows in 2023, the average annual salary in the United States was $66,000. In the building trades, you can earn this much or even more, often exceeding the income of someone with the average 4-year bachelor's degree. And if you're willing to put in extra work, seek additional certifications, or pursue leadership in construction, those positions even pay 6 figures. Let's talk about opportunity and flexibility. Construction has a massive number of options. There are general contractors, subcontractors, and specialty contractors in nearly every single community across the United States. And that means you can live wherever you want to raise your family and fulfill your American dream. If that's in the mountains, if that's at the beach, if it's a hot climate or a cold climate, the construction industry literally offers that to you. And technology. Well, we all know this generation loves technology, as we all have come to. But they particularly like cutting-edge communication, robotics, automated machinery, and artificial intelligence. In construction today, robots carry concrete block. Drones provide visibility to sites like never before. And automated machinery is reducing the physical strain of jobs. Wouldn't you think this generation would think differently about construction if they knew they could operate a multi-million-dollar piece of machinery without having to be on the construction site, sitting in a comfortable chair in an air-conditioned environment, using controllers that they already know what they feel like, act like, and how they'll behave? The demand will remain for human hands, clean or dirty, in construction. And if you like technology, then construction is where it's at for you. And remember, you could do all of this faster than the traditional path and 4 years sooner by pursuing this and without student loan debt. The average building trades job only requires a GED or high school diploma. Compare that to the 5 or 6 figure debt numbers of your average nurse, lawyer, or business professional just starting out. So what does the younger generation also want in a career? Forbes magazine reports they want 3 things. They want to feel valued, included, and empowered at work. In construction, they do a lot more than just build houses and highways. They literally rebuild lives, especially after catastrophic events. It's not a robot, ChatGPT, or AI that's going to walk into your house, assess the damage done, and tell you what your insurance company or FEMA is going to pay you. It requires the physical strength, the agile mind, and the creative hands of humans. Construction also has a huge multiplier effect on the economy, locally and nationally. In construction, for every job that's created, several other jobs in various related industries are also created. Industries like manufacturing, logistics, and retail. That increase in demand provides a huge boost to the production of raw materials as well: steel, lumber, and concrete. Imagine being part of an industry that restores devastated communities, rebuilds people's lives, provides a tangible impact, and includes and provides so many other opportunities to benefit society. Construction has a deep sense of fulfillment. It is not just a job. It's purpose-driven work that restores and helps improve the well-being of people and society. America needs you to get your hands dirty in construction, or maybe keep them clean. The construction industry offers a direct pathway to financial security, personal freedom, and the opportunity to leave a real impact. You could be one of the skilled hands that helps shape our future, whether that is creating new infrastructure, working on renewable energy projects, or rebuilding communities after natural disasters. By stepping into construction, you can not only secure your future, but you can also help shape the future of our great country. And just like my dad did, you too can fulfill your American dream. Thank you.